I feel like we're always one decision away from living a completely different lifestyle, one decision away from going down a completely different path that we didn't expect ourselves to walk onto. Whatever the case may be, whatever may be a negative, may be a positive. That's really all for you to really decide. But your life doesn't change by chance, it changes by choice. And sometimes all it takes is one decision. I feel like we all know somebody that made one wrong decision and their whole life just went with the complete shit, bro. And that's just what it is. Then we know somebody that took the right step, made the right decision, and changed their life completely for the better. You have a choice daily, and excuse me, whatever your decision is, bro, is really gonna dictate whatever your outcome gonna be. Your your decision making skills now, bro, is very much gonna affect your future lifestyle. Very much gonna affect who you end up becoming and molding yourself into over the next days, months, years, whatever the case may be. So you gotta be very wise with the decisions that you are making. It doesn't begin with applause or a perfect plan. It begins quietly with a decision within yourself. A decision to stop tolerating less. A decision to start showing up and to move differently. It all comes down to what you choose to let slide and things like that. However you carry yourself is really gonna dictate whatever your future is gonna look like, whatever your life is gonna look like for you moving forward. If you keep on tolerating bullshit, you're just gonna keep getting bullshit, and that's all that's gonna be around. That's all you're gonna see on a daily basis. So you gotta stop tolerating less bullshit and really start showing up for yourself. Start showing up and start showing out, even if there is no people really sitting there watching and giving you the praise and everything that you are hoping for and wanting to receive from people. You gotta give yourself the flowers, bro. You gotta be able to um give yourself your accomplishments, give yourself a pat on the back. And a decision to move differently. That's something that a lot of people struggle to embody, and as in a lot of people obviously struggle with it too. Like I'd be sitting there telling myself I gotta move differently and I have to move like this and I have to move like that. But obviously, bro, it's all a process. You can't sit there and say one thing and immediately do it the next. It's all it's all a process, but it starts in the mind. You have to be able to tell yourself and agree with yourself to move as such, move accordingly. Then start taking all the actions to do so. Cause you can't just come to the conclusion of something and immediately do it. Well, I ain't gonna say that. With certain things you can, yes, but some things, depending on how big the task may be, there is going to be some steps that are leading to it that you have to take first before accomplishing whatever it is. Because it's like you can sit there and tell yourself, like, oh, I got to start doing push ups and immediately do push ups. Cool. But, like, with bigger tasks, bigger things, bigger goals, it starts off small. It doesn't start with one big change. So you have to be able to move differently and things like that. And most people don't feel they hesitate. So they wait for perfect timing, for certainty, and for confidence. But clarity comes often after the decision, not before it. You're not gonna get the clarity and the confidence and the courage before you make that decision. You have to make that decision and just pursue it. Pursue it without knowing what the outcome may be. If you just pursue it, bro, and you just go after it, put your all into it, give it your all, put your heart into it, you're gonna start gaining that clarity as you're going along this path. Like with me, with my journey with Christ, obviously, bro, I'm not perfect. Nobody is perfect. I'm not one to judge anybody because I know I'm not perfect. But with my journey, slowly taking one step after another, because at first I wasn't. Obviously, I believed in God. I ain't gonna say obviously, but me, I believe in God. Believing there's a higher power. Cool. But I just never really like had gotten a word or anything like that. I used to go to church and whatnot when I was younger. That's great, but I was never actually in tune with what was going on and really paying attention to the environment that I was in and what was really being spoken upon me, basically. So when my cousin had got on me and I put back on the right path and shit, I'm just sitting there reading and getting in my word and I'm piecing things together. Now I'm starting to gain more clarity as I'm going along with my walk. Like at first, bro, when you're getting into it, it's not gonna seem so clear. It's all gonna be foggy. It's gonna be kind of confusing. Well, a lot of things is gonna be confusing. But I was like, bro, I'm just gonna put my heart out there, and I'm gonna put myself in a position where I can learn and be able to grow and develop into whoever I am trying to become. Cause when I first started my walk, he was telling me, he was like, bro, look, I want you to find 5 verses for the week. He told me to find 5 verses for the week and for myself write down um why was this significant to me? How can I what was it? It was why is this significant to me? How can I apply this? What can I do to accomplish this? And it was something else. But that's what he had me doing. So I got a bunch of Bible verses in my phone just sitting there from when I was starting my walk. And it's honestly great for me to just look back on, bro, because it for really helped me a lot in the situation that I was in. I felt like, so I'm truly forever thankful for that, bro, for him. All honesty, let me see. Um, let me see. One of the verses, bro, that I put down was Psalms 119 verse 37. It says, "Turn my eyes from looking at worthless things and give me life in your ways." And when I put was this verse means, it was what the verse means and why is it significant to you. That's what it was. This verse means to stop wasting time looking at things that have no importance to you and keep your eyes fixed on what is worth your attention and energy and your prayers. This verse makes me feel like we should turn our back from things that don't deserve our attention and energy. It makes me feel like if it makes me feel this way because there are plenty of things in the world which truly don't deserve our time and energy that we still give to because we feel like we should. But we don't look deeper into whatever it may be to see that it is truly worthless. I can get closer to this biblical mindset by looking for the true worth in what I have my eyes set on. That's an example. Um, but getting back on task, bro. The moment you decide you focus, the moment you decide your focus sharpens, your habits adjust, your environment shifts, your standards rise. One real decision realigns everything. For me, that was that one real decision that I had to take. That one real decision I had to commit to. I was doing that every week. And there was sometimes I was starting knocking out maybe 3, 4 verses in a day, whatever the case may be. I was just really in my word. And I felt great. I felt amazing. Like that really did realign everything. That really got me back on the right path as a whole. Cause I felt like I was just running wild, and not even just in that sense. I was just all over the place mentally for real. So it just gave me more structure. Excuse me again. You don't need to feel ready. You just need to be willing, willing to grow, willing to risk, willing to evolve. Your next level is on the other side of a decision. I was for surely just willing. Me and my cousin, he was getting on my ass. We were having like a real heart to heart talk. And you just like, bro, you need to lock all the way in. Like, there's no reason to be sitting there making decisions that I'm making and shit. And being the motherfucker that I am, knowing the way that I can be. So, you just gotta be willing. You just have to be willing to take whatever risk it may be to grow so you can evolve and develop into the person that you are destined to be. You're not far from change. You're one decision away. So, decide to discipline yourself, decide to believe, decide to move, and watch your life respond. Hopefully in a positive manner. Maybe, hopefully, I'm praying your life responds in a positive manner, and a manner that you can enjoy and be happy about and love. I feel like I ain't really been too in tune and too in touch with my YouTube like that, bro. I've been busy working and a whole bunch of schoolwork. I just have to drop one of my classes because I'm not gonna lie. If you feel like something's overwhelming, you got too much weight and you can't take the pressure, relieve some of it. There's no way he just had 6 assignments due tonight. No. I'm cool. I didn't even think it was that many assignments, but I'm scrolling through and every single assignment is due today. No. Um, that's besides the point, bro. I love you. God loves you more. Y'all have a great day, great night. Get in your prayer. Be willing. Be willing to commit. Be willing to grow. Be willing to take that risk for yourself, for your future self. You're going to appreciate it, and you're going to be thankful for it later on down the line whenever it does come. Whenever you do reap what you are sowing. I hope everything plays out the way that you're hoping it to, the way that you're dreaming for it to, the way that you're praying for it to. But no, whatever you are praying for, be ready to actually have to take the actions to pick up whatever characteristics or strengths that is that you do need to acquire so you can have what you're praying for. If the video helped any way, shape, or form, like, subscribe, all the little YouTube stuff, cool. I'm gonna have all the little socials and all that in the description. Lies YouTube, Deuce YouTube, Fade TikTok, all that in the description. I don't know how active they being right now. I feel like we all on our own. Trying to figure out a whole lot of stuff right now. With the year just starting, I feel like the year been low-key bumpy so far, but it's starting to smoothen back out. But just stick to the plan, bro. Stick to the plan. If you don't got a plan, work one out as you go. That's how life is, bro. There's a whole lot of unexpected things going on out here. You just gotta make do whatever you got.